All right, everybody. It's Sharon, and listen, I'm out for my walk, guys. 10,000 steps per day, and I've been exceeding that. Sometimes 14, sometimes 15. One day, I lost my mind, and it was 17,000 steps and counting. But I just wanted to stop in and say hello to you. Real quick, I recently did a video talking about nursing is in big trouble. What I really wanted to say is this, that healthcare is in big trouble. That is because someday either you, maybe right now, or a loved one will need healthcare. And yes, there's a shortage of nurses. And what I wanted to say is this, and for my nurses who are listening to this and those of you who are aware of, possibly the statistics and so forth, you know that it's not that we don't have enough nurses. It's just that there aren't that many nurses who are working because of whatever the condition might have been, and whatever decision they chose to make for themselves and their families. One of the questions I was asked, well, what do you think we can do about it? If there's such a shortage, what do you think we can do about it? And one of the things is this. Maybe you, the consumer, you, the patient, maybe you, the family or the advocate, can make a difference. Because yes, we have to deal with the different facilities and organizations and why they know that it's understaffed. And when nurses go in, because I am a nurse, so I'm going to speak on that. We go in to do our work. We go in to do what we are called to do. We go in to work to work. Yes, there are days that we're tired and we're exhausted and we're over or under caffeinated, whichever way you want to look at it, because nurses, we understand sometimes you just need a little caffeine to keep you going. There are some people who say, oh, I need to work out, I need to meditate, I need a vacation and another vacation. Whatever it is, nurses are burnt out, nurses are stressed out, and they're finding ways to take care of themselves. So my thing to you as the consumer, if you have a loved one in the hospital or facility, ask as many questions as you want. Ask as many questions possible, because that could make a difference. You want to know about the care. You want to know how many how many nurses are on staff, and who else is working with your loved one. Also, I want you to be very patient, because there's so many times that the nurses or the CNA or the home health aides or the tech, or I should say not the home health aides, but the other aides who support those, whether it's in a hospital or the CNAs in a long-term care facility or a rehab, just be kind to them. You as someone coming in to visit a family member or a loved one, because you may not know that they are understaffed. You may not know how many shifts they're working in a row. And so there's simple things that you can be very patient about. However, there's no compromising on the care of your loved one. So what am I saying? Ask as many questions as possible. Make sure there's one contact person who gets all the information and shares it with the other family members, because each time, especially I work ICU or ER, that we have to give a different family member, update them on what's happening. It takes a lot. So it's going to take all of us. And the reason why I mentioned those things is for those who are still at bedside. And yes, I do believe that every new nurse should have a mentor. Guys, I'm so brave to be doing this. It is like maybe 32 degrees. I'm out getting my walk, but I said, let me tap in a little bit when it comes to doing my YouTube live. So that's what I'm doing, and trying to focus really on the camera, because it's a little bit frozen, but it's all good. Listen, we spoke a little bit about that we need to be concerned that healthcare is in big trouble and that we have a shortage of nurses when it comes to healthcare, right? One of the things I want to say is that we also have a responsibility to ourselves. We have a responsibility to take care of our health, whether it's a health coach, a nutritionist, whether you can afford it or not, or maybe through your insurance or maybe you right here on YouTube. Maybe that's where you can go and get some information. In other words, that we need to take a responsibility when it comes to our health. Also, when we speak to our doctors, how often are we getting our checkups, our blood works, all of those things? What do we need to do? What can we do before it goes to the next level? So yes, it's healthcare. Some questions there, right? Later on, maybe if you need a nurse or something like that, you may not know what's happening in the background in most facilities, but this is what I'm saying to you. You have a responsibility to yourself, to your loved ones, and find out how you can take better care of yourself. And if there comes the time where you are going to need that additional medical support, that you are also clear on exactly what's going on with you. You know, keep a list. If you're taking medications, know what they are, know what are the side effects, know what you can mix from what you can't. Are you tracking your blood sugar or your blood pressure? All of those things, I'm saying, requires the responsibility, and it also falls on you. So I just wanted to make sure that I added that little bit, and I'm going to continue walking because guess what? It's cold. Take care. All right, everybody. I know that I had this conversation about us, being clear on what's happening with our health care, with how we're being taken care of. And I'm going to say this, no healthcare service is perfect. I don't care where you live. It's not perfect, but you have a responsibility to find out what is it that you qualify for and how you can get the support, whether you're in the hospital, out of the hospital, or any facility that may be giving you service, whether it's you or your loved one. I'll say this, yes, there are shortages. Yes, nurses there are a few of them who aren't working because they're choosing to do so. But you know something? We'll always have nurses. Whether we have to get them from overseas, it doesn't matter. We'll always have nurses. I just hope and pray that more can be done when it comes to these owners of these big facilities or hospital. I'm not here to point fingers at anyone. It's just that I feel that we could do much better, because at the end of it, it's for the patients themselves. And who knows? Later on, we may need health care, right? Whether it's in a hospital, long-care term facilities, I'd rather be at home. But whatever it is, just make sure that you ask the right question and that the support is there for you and yours. All right, everybody, it's cold. I've completed my walk. Yep, frozen. All right, take care until next time. See you. So I'm out here enjoying this crisp, beautiful air while I get my 10,000 steps in. Get it in while you can.